Well, he's doing the right thing. Momentum vital. Working hands and feet. Everything's got to keep going. The hands have got to keep pulling on the rope. The feet have got to keep working and just get that bus going. But that second incline starts to bite in around now. And it's hurting Terry here.
He's got colossal bulk, Terry. That helps a great deal. But now he's got to dig deep, keep the legs pumping, very small steps. And I think it's ground to a halt. In fact, if he continue on here, he's in danger of it rolling backwards. So quite right, he's called for the stop. 14.8 meters, Nick. That takes the lead.
Well, at the start of this, we'd have said 14.8. That'll be right down the bottom of the field, but we didn't know what this bus was going to do. With 2 to go, Terry Holland takes the lead with 14.8. Can Mariusz Pudzianowski beat the bus? Nobody has yet.
Are you ready, Mariusz? Are you ready?
Now he's got the strain. He's nodding to say yes, he's ready, and here he goes. And he's got some momentum. Tremendous arm strength he's got. There go those wheels, but it's that second incline. Watch out for that. That's where so many of these fellas have come adrift. He's got some speed, though. This looks promising.
He got over the initial inertia very well there, that first incline. Now it's rolling well. He doesn't have the bulk of Holland's, but he's got extreme arm power. He's like a rugby prop forward, bent very low here.
But here's that second incline again. Nobody's conquered it yet, and I don't think Pudzianowski's going to conquer it either. That's enough. It's enough for the lead, surely. Well, I thought for a moment we were going to get the first man to complete the course, but I just don't think that's going to happen today. If this fella can't, there's only Pfister to go. Well, there's one pole to another, offering encouragement, but it was never going to work for Pudzianowski. Once that bus ground to a halt, that was it. We heard Bill Kazmaier saying that he thought that Phil Pfister's height could give him a real significant edge in this competition. What did Kaz mean?
Well, on that, height is a huge amount of body weight. This is a man who's some 35 kilos heavier than Pudzianowski. And that really does help with the momentum, as well as getting over the initial inertia here. Now, Pfister, he's got the climbing boots on. He's going to get great traction off of the surface here. He's got to use those big arms of his and get this moving quickly.
Well, he's done just that, and he's keeping looking down. He's not looking up at where he's going. He's just keeping looking focused on the floor. A little bit ragged with his legs, but he's still keeping it moving. The legs are actually all over the place. The technique is horrible, but the power is seeing him through, and he's still got that bus going. Can he complete the job? This is where they've all ground to a halt. He's very close to Pudzianowski right here, and he's still got 30 seconds to try and find something extra. He's not looked up once, and that's where he has to say enough is enough. I think he's got it, you know. I think he's done enough.
This is going to be incredibly close. Pfister, legs like jelly.
We'll have to wait for the official measurement, but 16.9 it is, and that's good enough for the American. This is the bit that got him those few extra centimeters that he needed right there to just edge past Pudzianowski. Great effort from the fireman.
Just 12 centimeters in it at the end then, but Phil Pfister has recorded his third straight win and is in top form here in Sanya. Only the top 3 got anywhere close to finishing this course though. The bottom 5 didn't really get things going at all. Pfister has cut the champions lead to just 1.5 points, and the top 2 are now moving away from the chasing pack. The race there is now for 3rd place. Terry Holland is moving closer to that top 5 finish.
Now, the only redeeming features, as far as I can tell with this car, is the outstanding headroom. There's nowhere to sit, there's no radio. The only way to make it move is to hang it off his shoulders and walk it 30 meters up this grass slope. Oh, and did I mention it weighs over 400 kilos? It's hardly ideal.
And Martin was bragging last night that he was going to take that car for a walk himself. I guess he wimped out, and I don't blame him. That car weighs a lot, 926 pounds, and you've got to carry it 30 meters as fast as you can. Well, here's what's happened so far. It's a Polish 1, 2, 3. Venta, Tojcek and Dimmick, with Radvis Widzis in 4th place. But up next, Don Pope, who will fancy himself in this event. It's all about getting some elevation and balance and momentum. That sounds simple, but if one of those 3 components isn't in place, you're not going to go far with this car. There's the elevation. Now he's got to keep it balanced, and he's got to keep his legs moving as well. That looks pretty good. It's a good start.
I think one of the lessons we learned in the heats is you've got to do a low pickup. You've got to get the car as high as possible. Last thing you want to do is drop it, have one of the tyres catch some of the grass, and have to squat this thing again. 420 kilos, the heaviest ever super yoke we've had in the World's Strongest Man.
This is a great effort from Don Pope. There's the stumble.
45 seconds to go.
He's not going to take top spot. But it's a case of picking up points. Every second counts now for Don Pope. He's certainly got to finish the course, and I think he will. His technique looks pretty good. He's close. There he goes. 47.99. He beat the course. And sometimes you look at these athletes and you think that's what's driving them. It's not about beating each other. They all respect each other so much. They just want to finish these events.
Sheer determination at the end. And the tyres are locked, but Don managed to overcome the friction there, drove it home.
Good enough for 3rd place there. Venta's time is still looking good, but Pope taking 3rd. Will he still be 3rd after Maris Pudzianowski steps up? He always makes this event look so simple. Now, will he get off to his usual flyer? No, he does. Well, that's interesting, isn't it? He's got that car rocking and rolling. Is that extra weight that you were talking about, catching Pudzianowski by surprise? Well, he settled it down now, but that wasn't a promising start. I doubt if he's going to beat Venta's time after that.
Well, he's getting into his rhythm now. He's taking quite big steps for such a heavy weight, and he's attacking it up this hill. This is looking good from Pudzianowski now.
Oh, it certainly is. He got it all together, and he didn't just beat Venta's time. He absolutely obliterated it. I didn't expect that after that start. I thought he was going to lose an awful lot there. But once he got it together, well, it all came together, didn't it? Slower than in qualifying, and this is why. That car was bouncing around on the grass there for a couple of seconds. But once he got it under control, he took it apart. And Phil Pfister will have seen that. He's had a fantastic competition so far. Pudzianowski, though, knows that Pfister looked horrible in the heats and hasn't exactly excelled in training either. This doesn't look like one of the Americans' better events, but can a little bit of adrenaline help him here? Now, he's got a bit better balance this time. That car's looking nice and stable. He's got it very under control. This looks promising.
Totally different than the heats. Pfister, he could barely pick it up and walk with it. He's like a different man now. 3 wins under his belt, and this could be number 4.
Look at the focus. He's got a shot at 27.4. He's going to beat it as well. That's a major shock.
Yeah!
He can't believe it. We can't believe it. I don't think he can believe it.
Yes! Yes! Pfister is on fire. 4 wins out of 4. And he's down chatting with Kaz.
You looked in such great control the whole way. Was it as easy as it looked?
It was a heck of a lot better than I did in the qualifying. It went a lot more today like I practiced it back home, you know?
That's 4 firsts in a row.
Yeah, that's pretty cool, huh? Maybe we can make it 5 and get the overall.
Holland may have 3 in the top 5, but only 1 position counts. 4 out of 4 for Pfister, and who would bet against it being 5? Terry Hollands will be massively disappointed with bottom spot after that mini revival. A top 5 finish for him now looks unlikely. Just half a point separates the top 2 with just 1 event left. If Pfister finishes ahead of Pudzianowski, he'll be the first American to win the title for 24 years. But from a British point of view, things look gloomy. This has built into one of the most exciting finals in many years. Just half a point separates Pfister and Pudzianowski, and just